to the channel. Have you ever wondered why some fruit trees produce big, juicy, flavorful fruits, while others seem to grow wild but barely give you anything worth picking? The secret isn't magic. It isn't some expensive fertilizer. It's something every gardener can do with a simple pair of shears, and that is pruning. Today, I'm going to show you 5 proven pruning methods that will completely transform your fruit trees, giving you more fruit, better flavor, and a healthier tree that lasts for decades. Whether you're growing apples, peaches, pears, or plums, these techniques work for almost every fruit tree. Method number 1, thinning out. Remove the dead, diseased, and damaged wood. This is always your first step, no matter what kind of tree you have. Dead, they'll be brittle, break easily, and have no green growth. Diseased, the wood looks discolored or has unusual markings. Damaged, partially broken from fruit weight or wind. When you cut, always remove the entire branch from its point of origin. This is called a thinning cut. Never leave a stub behind, because stubs rot and become entry points for fungi and insects. Cut just outside the branch collar. That's the slightly raised ring of tissue at the base of the branch. Those cells are designed to seal the wound naturally, so don't cut through them. Also remove branches that cross over or rub against each other. Friction creates wounds that invite pests and disease. Why this boosts flavor and yield. When you remove weak and diseased wood, the tree stops wasting energy on areas that can never produce good fruit. That energy now goes directly into healthy, fruiting wood, giving you larger, tastier results at harvest time. Method 2. Removing water sprouts and suckers.
Any long, fast-growing shoots that shoot straight up vertically, those are called water sprouts. And do you see any growth coming up from
the base of the trunk or from the roots underground? Those are called suckers. Both of these are energy vampires.
Water sprouts and suckers are highly vegetative, meaning they grow leaves and stems, but almost never produce any fruit. Worse, they shade out the fruiting wood below them and steal the nutrients the rest of the tree needs. Remove them as close to their base as possible. Unlike other pruning jobs that are best done in winter, you can remove water sprouts as soon as you spot them, even in summer. Pro tip: if a water sprout is growing in a useful direction where you want more branch coverage, you can head it back. Cut it to about 1/3 of its length to convert it into productive fruiting wood over time. Why this boosts flavor and yield. Removing these unproductive shoots redirects the tree's energy into the existing fruit-bearing branches, resulting in better fruit quality every season. Method number 3, heading back using the 1/3 rule. Once you've cleaned up the dead wood and water sprouts, it's time to shape the tree, and that's where heading back comes in. Heading back simply means cutting a branch back to a shorter length. This encourages the remaining part of the branch to grow thicker, stronger, and to develop side shoots, which become fruiting wood. The golden rule here is, never remove more than 1/3 of the tree's total canopy in a single season. Removing too much at once stresses the tree and causes it to react with explosive vegetative regrowth, sending up dozens of new water sprouts, which is the opposite of what we want. When heading back, cut just above a healthy bud that faces outward, away from the center of the tree. This directs new growth outward and keeps the center of the tree open for light and airflow. Angle your cut at about 45 degrees, slanting away from the bud. This allows rainwater to drain off the cut rather than pooling on it. Why this boosts flavor and yield. Heading back promotes branching and stimulates the development of fruiting spurs, the short, stubby shoots where your fruit actually grows. More spurs, more fruit. Method number 4, open center pruning. This method is about shaping your tree so that sunlight can reach every single fruit. Here's the key insight. Sunlight equals sugar equals flavor. Fruits that don't get enough sun stay pale, tart, and underdeveloped. Fruits bathed in sunlight ripen fully and develop deep, rich flavor. The open center, sometimes called the vase shape, is one of the most popular pruning systems, especially for peaches, nectarines, and plums. The goal is to create a tree that looks a bit like a wine glass or a vase, wide and open in the center with no central trunk blocking light. Here's how to achieve it. Identify 3 to 4 strong main branches, called scaffold branches, that grow outward in different directions, evenly spaced around the trunk. Remove the central leader, the main upright trunk, to to encourage the tree to spread outward rather than grow tall. Prune any inward-growing branches that crowd the center of the tree. Each year, maintain this open shape by removing any new growth that fills in the center. This form keeps the tree at a manageable height, easier for you to prune and harvest, while ensuring sunlight penetrates all the way to the interior branches. For apple and pear trees, a variation called the central leader system is often preferred, where you keep one dominant central trunk and train horizontal scaffold branches in layers going upward. This gives a more pyramid-like shape that's very stable and productive. Why this boosts flavor and yield? Maximum light exposure means every fruit on the tree gets what it needs to reach peak ripeness. Method number 5, fruit thinning. Now this one surprises a lot of beginners, because it involves removing fruit that's already growing on the tree. I know, it feels painful to cut off fruit. But hear me out. When too many fruits develop on a single branch, none of them get enough water, nutrients, or sunlight to fully develop. You end up with a huge number of small, bland fruits, or worse, the branch snaps under the weight. The solution: leave only one fruit every 4 to 6 inches along a branch. Remove the smallest and most damaged fruits first, keeping the strongest, best positioned ones. This technique is especially powerful for apples, peaches, pears, and plums, which naturally set far more fruit than the tree can properly support. Why this boosts flavor and yield? Fewer fruits mean each one receives the full resources of the tree. The result? Fruits that are significantly larger, juicier, and more flavorful, and a tree that isn't exhausted from overproducing. You get a better harvest, and the tree stays healthy for the next season too. And here you have it. 5 powerful pruning methods that will take your fruit trees from producing average crops to delivering exceptional flavor and bigger yields. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you never miss our gardening guides. Drop a comment below letting me know which fruit trees you're growing. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy pruning, and may your orchard overflow with flavor.